Hello there and welcome to 2 Minute Ministries. I'm sure you'd all like to be really effective in the way that you communicate. I know that I try very hard to be effective in what I'm communicating out to different people, but one of the things I've learned is that you absolutely have to communicate the same message sometimes to different kinds of people, and they receive and hear information in different ways. A subject that I was taught when I was in sales sort of 25 years ago was about effectively breaking everybody into 4 groups, and so I wanted to share with you how I break people into 4 different personality types so that I can be effective in how I communicate with them. The first group are the red group, which are very much the kind of big, strong, firm leaders in the room. They're very driven, they want to make decisions happen quickly, kind of quite impatient, tend to bash the desk quite a lot. These people are red. I kind of think of those a bit like Captain Kirk. It's very much who's the boss around here, and I'm frankly very good looking with it as well. Share me this information and make me move on. However, there are other people in the teams who are much more data driven, and if you think of a kind of Spock type character, what you'll find is that people take information in a much more kind of balanced, calm, loyal kind of way. Just give me the facts and let me work my way through the story and we'll be fine. And so these kind of people are traditionally regarded a bit more blue. Very useful, fantastic people to have in the team, but you really do need to be careful that you communicate with them in a way that resonates with them. And then you've got other people that are more kind of a bit more jovial. They use humour a bit more, but I see myself in this group, the kind of yellow group. They tend to be a bit more like Dr. McCoy, Bones, in Star Trek. It's one of those kind of things where you're making a serious point, you're going on a journey, possibly use a little bit of humour, but actually coming at the information to tell a long story about how we can all work together and come out with a common outcome. And then the final group are the people that are driven by a need to be peacemakers. They really see their role as to care for everybody, look after people, deal with feelings, and you'll see lots of people in some of the caring professions who really like to take information from an effect of how will this affect everybody, and let's all make sure that we don't fall out over these kind of things. You need to be able to tell the same story and appeal to all of those different groups. So I want you to practice over the course of the next week or so. Can you identify who in your group that you deal with are the Captain Kirks, who are the Spocks, who are the Boneses, and who are the Zulus, kind of Dr. Zulu, and make sure that the characters are easily understood for you. See how you do with that, and we'll come back about how to effectively communicate with the different groups in the next video. Thanks ever so much for all you're doing in terms of sharing the video. I really do appreciate, and the emails that we have and the questions that we keep having. Fantastic. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of 2 Minute Ministries. Next week, as I say, it'll be all about the next level of communication and how to use that information that you've got about the different personality types and how to communicate effectively with them. Look forward to seeing you at that episode. Take care now.